our perception and creation limit our recognition. Boy, that sounded really good. All right, I'm going to say it again. Our perception and creation limit our recognition. So in other words, the way that we perceive things, which is usually built on those around us that we trust who've told us what we think we should believe, along with the fact that we are created beings, means that we expect that God should be the same. And when he shows that he is not the same, that really messes with us. And you need to realize that in the world that you're going to communicate this in, just like the world Jesus is communicating this in, people will have problems with that. They're going to say, well, how does something not be created? How does something that we can't understand even exist? And our response to that is, listen, God has always been bigger than our thoughts. God has always been bigger than our ways. And anything that exists today has to be created at some point by something that's not created. And then you can play with all the physics and all that wonderful stuff that I can't usually even make heads or tails out of, but I'm sure you smart people can. And the Holy Spirit will lead you and you can explain that. But the bottom line is our perception and creation limit our recognition. It's interesting. They did this really, really cool study. Did you know that infants all the way up to age 3 are determined mentally, no matter what state they're in or what religion they're raised in or what family they're a part of, they're in their intuition convinced that God exists. Really, really, really cool study. They looked at all this things. So kids just know there's a God. Even in homes that are not religious, even in homes that don't proclaim any kind of supernatural identity, there are people in secularism who have kids who, from 1 to 3, just know there's a God. There's a God. But what happens is when we get conditioned by our world, our perception is thrown off. And the fact that we, being created, have to look at something superior to us, that's tough. But God is. He's bigger than all that. He is existent.